My goodness. Such a lovely hand. Alright. Well, I mean, there's arguments for whether bolt or oust are better here, but I mean, I don't mind oust with 2 Wall of Omens, putting a 1-2 back on the top of the library. The boom busts are not going to be so good, I'm imagining. Or the blood moons. Here I just think we wall, since we're actively looking for more lands, and we can helix later. So Searing Blaze would be the most annoying card. Alright. Lava Spike isn't that annoying. It's good that we drew a Helix, that's for sure. Since our deck is half amazing, half terrible in this matchup. Okay, so that's getting bolted, but it absorbed a massive amount of damage. And here, so if I wall, I think I just want a Helix, simply because I don't want to get a Tarkas commanded out of my life gain. So wall would draw a card and block a creature, but this is going to draw us a card and virtually block a creature. Or, well, not draw us a card. If Lightning Helix drew a card as well, then it would be quite good. Quite good. Probably should have left up Mountain to represent Bolt. And Rift Bolt. So that's fairly good for us. 0 cards, and that's also fairly good for us. Let's definitely just do that. So we're at 8, and our opponent is top decking. And if we ever get to 5 mana, we get 3 more life. If we ever get 1 more mana, we get a Nahiri. If we draw nothing, we get to play Wall of Omens. And our opponent drew a land. So things are going well. We can also blow up his green source now. Nahiri definitely just seems like the play, though. So, next turn we can just boom bust. Yeah, or we could, boom bust is almost certainly the play, since we're gonna Emrakul. So Chalice is gonna be fantastic. Ensnaring Bridge is not, but we'll see how much how much space we have. So Blood Moon is actually not the worst, since it turns off white and green for like a Tarkus command or Boros Charm. So maybe just leaving one of them. I think I actually want to side out Emrakul here, which might seem like lunacy, but I've got so much life gain. We're just gonna massively win through that, so I don't want to draw a dead card. It could obviously come back to bite me, but I'm hoping the opponent will also burn Nahiri if it's going to ult. So if our opponent's doing that, Emrakul seems like a no-brainer to get rid of. Since, I mean, they have to target Nahiri once it's on 8 counters if they're just going to lose the game to Emrakul. Other than that, I mean, 2 Blood Moons seems like plenty. I could play like Boom Bust, but I think the Blood Moons are just going to be better. Alright, well, close, very close. The Mind Stones are appearing to be tripping us up a little bit. Alright, this is good. Let's just bottom that. Ideally, we want like Helix, Wall, that sort of thing. Land isn't terrible draw either, since we have Nahiri. Alright. So there goes the Swift Spear. There's another one. And a Grim Lavmancer. Okay, Grim Lavmancer's fairly poor against anger. So we're gonna need some help, that's for sure. But we have the anger into Nahiri. The question is if that's fast enough. So that puts us down to a virtual 11 against 3 cards. Alright, another anger isn't really what we wanted. Alright, Goblin Guide, Goblin Guide. Well, I guess another anger is what we wanted. And that is also what we wanted. So I think we just do that. Hope we don't die to like land Boros Charm. Bolt. It's unlikely though. Okay. So oust is not so good. If I Nahiri, I'm probably gonna die. I have to do it now. Fear of playing around. Fear of a Tarkus command is real. Okay. Well, let's see what it reveals. Since we can uh, manipulate our library a little bit. Okay. Well, I think I'm for sure searching once. So I'll do that. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I helix that. I can play Nahiri. That puts me back down to 5. So I could either wait a turn. Here he does give me 2 draws to find more life gain, so think I think it's worth it to just play it now. But the dip from 7 to 5 is incredibly relevant. Do I have another mountain? Okay, yes. I guess I don't need one even. Okay, well, if we untap, we probably win now. So let's hope we untap. It looks like we may not. Oh, it looks like we may. So there's the threatening ultimate, which is basically a win with Goblin Dark Dwellers, as much as it is with Lightning Helix at this point. Alright, Boros Charm means we have to Helix. Presumably our opponent has either another Boros Charm, which would kill us, or an Atarka's Command. Which would not, but means we have to gain the life now. So If it is a Tarkus command, well, if it is a Tarkus command, this is going to look very awkward for our Goblin Dark Dwellers plan. If it's not, it's basically the same. Since our opponent presumably didn't have burn. Well, now it's definitely lethal. We can also just oust this as well to gain life, which isn't necessary now, but we probably would have if we didn't draw. We probably didn't even need to. Alright. Alright, Dark Dweller's getting the job done. GG's. That's a lot of helixes. That's all the helixes. GG's, J.O. Cough. Yeah, well, things worked out.